One of the most fun things to do within Dokkan Battle is speculate on who is going to get an EZA and when that might happen. What is good, guys? My name is Vilify and welcome back to the 5-9 mobile channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at 10 of the most hype EZAs in my opinion that could potentially be coming within the next calendar year or so. We did a video on this about 2 to 3 months ago, I'd say. It was called The Future of EZAs. You guys have probably seen it. If not, there'll be a link for it. But what we did was we discussed some of the EZAs that I'm excited to see and ones that could potentially be coming. Now, I don't remember if any of those ended up coming true, but I know for a fact we had like LR Gohan on there, we had LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku on there, and we just had a few other ones. So what we're going to be doing today is looking at 5 LRs, then we're going to be looking at 5 TURs. So let's go ahead and start with the TURs. And the first one I have on this list is correlating to Dragon Ball Superhero, and that is Physical Piccolo. Now, this is a Dokkan Fest that we have been expecting an EZA for quite a long time, and if we look at the kit that he has, it is very bare bones when he's in base, right? We have raises defense and causes immense damage, attack and defense plus 100% at the start of turn, and recovers 7% HP when HP is 77% or less. And what really makes this guy such a valuable EZA, or one that could potentially be coming in the future, is the fact that he has the Scouter effect, right? Being able to see the enemy super attack with how well his defense is with the stacking is just so valuable, right? Like, we're talking in long form events, this guy can build up to 500, 600k defense where you're seeing the super attack, so you know. Like, if you want to think of like the most practical example for where this guy was usable, it was in the Legendary Goku event where he had type advantage over the UI Goku. Now, we could see like a more power crept 2022 to 2023 version of that, and all of a sudden we're looking at a unit that's up to like 1 million defense or something like that builds up within like, you know, 7 or 8 turns. I'd say would be pretty realistic for where he could be at that point, where, you know, when he's able to foresee the super attack, we can go ahead and just get value out of this unit, right? Because he's one of those guys that with that Scouter effect, he's kind of timeless. Like, you could throw him on a lot of different teams, right? Like, you look right here. If we look at some teams that could need the assistance: A, Namekians; B, Worthy Rivals; C, we got Bond Master and Disciple; Gifted Warriors; Heavenly Event; and Trusted Will. All of those categories could use the assistance. And then when we look at the Piccolo fused with Kami version, he does not raise defense on Super, so I'd like to see that in the passive coming up. But he's also got the ability with damage reduction. He has a crit chance that's built in. He's got 10% whenever it's HP or less, 77% HP or less, and he also still has the Scouter. So I would say that this Piccolo is a really good candidate for an EZA coming up in the near future, especially with Dragon Ball Superhero getting its Celebration A on Legends, B, and having its Part 2 over on Dokkan Battle. So Physical Piccolo is coming in at our #1 spot for the TURs. Let's go ahead and move it to our #2 spot. Again, a EZA that could really be correlated with the Dragon Ball Superhero Celebration, and that is Physical Android 17. Now, this guy is something else, right? He came out in 2018, so he is coming up on over 4 years old now on both versions. And what makes this guy so good is he's defensive support as well as key, and then he gets the additional damage reduction when his HP is below 77%. So what this guy could really end up being is a really reliable tank as well as a defensive support for units like the Gammas. If you want to run him on the Universe 7 team, he's on Battle of Wits. So eventually when, I know this sounds crazy, but when STR Vegito gets his EZA, that could be very useful, right? So I would say, you know, we're obviously a couple years out from the STR Vegito EZA. It's just a pipe dream, kind of like, whoa, this could happen, right? But I would say the most realistic form of support that this guy is providing is the one that he brings with the Gammas, right? So as long as you guys know that, I would say that this is a very reliable EZA. I would say this is one of the more game-changing EZAs just with the teams that he's on, right? We look at Androids, Universal Survival Saga, we got Reps of U7, we have Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits, Defenders of Justice, Battle of Fate. All these teams could use a little bit of assistance, and I think that could really go a long way when we're looking at the EZA for this guy. I say that this is the most likely EZA on this list, I would say. Just kind of based on the celebration that we're currently in and the time frame that this guy was released, but it is impossible to give you a confirmation on that. So let's go ahead and move into our #3 spot, and this is another Tournament of Power theme unit, and this is STR Jiren. Now, I know that sounds kind of surprising to hear. You know, we're talking about Jiren. It's like, you know, Jiren sucks. He's not that hype. He doesn't have a backstory or whatever, right? But what makes this Jiren an interesting EZA is eventually we're going to get a transforming Jiren. Eventually we're going to get another god Topo, right? Maybe a transforming Topo. And this guy could 100% be somebody that you could use, right? Because he lowers defense, and then if we get an update to that, it could be like lowers attack and defense. It could be raises defense on Super. He has a nice Tournament of Power link set. He's on teams like Realm of Gods, Universal Survival Saga, Universe 11, Space Traveling Warriors. And another thing that also you have to keep in mind with this Jiren is the fact that the Tech Jiren, he's eventually going to get an EZA as well, right? And when that happens, this is going to be one of the better rotations in the game because these guys don't share the same name, right? This guy is Jiren when the LR is full power Jiren. So you can run this rotation, and who knows, maybe this is the slot 1 tank for Jiren, or Tech Jiren is the slot 1 tank, and then this guy is in slot 2 with a lot of offensive prowess with defense on super, right? And you look at the stats, which are already pretty good. He's got 16, like he's like 15k for attack, 16k for defense, 11k for, or 16k for attack, 11k for defense, right? 15,000 for HP. So when you look at a guy like this, you could see that he kind of has like a nice kit, right? And especially in, I know this is kind of a meme, but in something like Super Battle Road, you guys can see he's got a medium chance to stun all the enemies at the start of turn. So maybe you make that a high chance or a great chance. And all of a sudden, this guy's got utility everywhere because he has a guaranteed crit when there's a stunned enemy, right? So if all the enemies are stunned, which he does in his kit, it coincides with what he's doing because he gets a guaranteed crit when he does stun all the enemies at the start of turn. So I would say Tech Jiren is a very solid pick for what an EZA could be within the next coming year or so. You have to look, he is over 4 years old on both versions almost. He will be 4 years old in about 5 days on global. So I'd say it's time for this bad boy to get his EZA. Coming in at our number 4 spot for the TURs, we have Str Super Boom. Now this guy is something else. He's 4 years old on JP, coming up on 3 years old over on the global version. And before you know it, we're going to be looking at something crazy, right? This guy is a transformation boost leader, which is one of the best teams in the game. And his passive skill is not something that you really can count on, right? Like you just don't have much here. Like if I'm looking on the screen, literally none of his passives go over one line except for boot tanks, because he gets recover HP at the start of the turn, 100% to defense, 120% to attack, and then an additional 30% when the target enemy is in attack down status. So there's nothing really here that makes this guy great. The only thing you really could get, I guess, is that you have the greatly raises defense when he's in Boo Piccolo. But other than that, this guy just really does need an EZA, just because the Boo team is so lacking right now. Like the best unit on that team right now is the STR Kid Boo, and again, he's coming up on a year old. So when the best unit on your team is a year old, it's time for something to happen. So I would say this guy's EZA, along with like a Tech Exchange Boo EZA, I would say would really help this Majin Power team kind of take over the, not take over, but really get like back into the meta of things, right? So let's go ahead and move into our number 5 spot, and this is the most hyped TUR EZA on this list in my opinion, and that is Goku Black. We've all been waiting for this bad boy to get his EZA. He is coming up on being 4 years old on the JP side of things, and it's time, right? Goku Black is going to be one of the better EZAs in the game, I'd say. As long as they don't gimp his kit too much, I'd say this guy is going to be nasty. You can see right here where if he just stacks more efficiently and his transformation condition maybe gets a little bit easier, maybe not from the 6th turn of battle, because HP above 80% at starting for the 6th turn is super, super tough in this day and age, just the way the game is played, right? So I would say that this EZA is one of the most hype ones. His link set for the team he's going to be on is absolutely phenomenal. Cold Judgment, Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Prepared for Battle, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. He's on teams that need help like Batara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Inhuman Deeds, Corroded Body and Mind, Accelerated Battle, Worldwide Chaos. Just all bunch of teams that could use the help. And then when you look at how he is going to be in his Super Saiyan Rosé form, we have a 50% chance to do a crit. Maybe that goes up to 70. He is a support with Ki +3 for extreme class allies. Let's go ahead and give him some attack and defense on that. And when he's transformed, his link set gets even better. He's got Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Nightmare, Prepared for Battle, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. So that is, I'd say that this guy is one of the most important EZAs, especially on a team that could use it. Like, we are going to be seeing a complete overhaul of the Goku Black / Zamasu team, just kind of looking at this setup right here, right? Because he's just got so much going on. He's going to work really well with the LR merge. Zamasu, Trunks, and Vegeta can work on that team. We've got the Goku Black and Zamasu EZA. We've got all kinds of stuff coming out for this. So I'd say that this is a very important EZA, and without him, I don't know where we're going to be at. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this a 2-part version. We're going to do the TURs, and then we're going to do the LRs in a separate video. So let me know what you guys think down below of the EZAs that I have chosen out. We have a decent chunk to choose from, right? There's still so many EZAs that could come out, and I'd say that these are some of the most important ones to me. But again, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like if you did enjoy today's video, and subscribe to 5-9 Mobile if you have not already, so you don't miss out on future lists like this. My name is Vilify. It's been a pleasure hosting for you guys, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. I'm signing out.